All right, so that's Paul Roberts. Shout out to Paul Roberts. He is a resident of Thornton. You've seen him several times. He and his wife are at every meeting and such like that, and they've been very committed to Thornton, as well as I think I've seen him in some of the things at Dalton. And they were there at the Brawl, the Thornton Brawl for the all. Who's Jay Money? All right, let's get this going. All right, so if you're just jumping in, we were checking out the Thornton Township Throwdown. And man, that was horrible to watch, man, because these people have really been wanting change in their community, and it looked like they were about to get it. It looked like everything was going in the right direction. And lo and behold, this is what we got. All right, let's try again.
Oh, okay.
Hey there, how are you?
Hi.
There we go. How's it going, Jennifer? How are you?
Good. Paul is right here.
All right. Hey, friend, how are you, man?
All right.
There we go. Okay, now, if you don't mind, Paul, just give us the lay of the land. What happened?
We weren't sure if Tiffany was going to show up tonight.
For sure.
We knew that the people finally had a majority on the board of trustees, so they could get some work done, and they did. And they passed a lot of good stuff. And they failed a lot of Tiffany's favorite agenda items.
Okay.
But they had closed session, and they decided to fire Kamal and William Moore.
Right.
And Tiffany wanted to put public comment before closed session.
I saw that. Yep.
Every time that Kamal's job is on the chopping block, she plans a disruption. She did it in August and September and December. And tonight was no different, except the lawyer insisted that the trustees and the residents stick to the agenda as published.
I like it.
With public comment after closed session.
Let me ask you a real quick question. Who renewed the batteries in the lawyer? The lawyer had been sitting there for months.
Good question.
Who put batteries in the back of that guy? That guy was, and dare I say, he might have stole the show.
Yeah, Jennifer shouted out, "You're the hero of the night."
Well, yeah.
Maybe it was
before the clownery. Yes.
Report last night. But we noticed he was enjoying himself last week at the special election.
Because he's tired, man. He's like, look, I'm one day closer to being done with this clown.
Right.
Wow. Okay. I didn't mean to, I just wanted to jump in. Like, I had never heard him talk. I didn't know the guy, like, literally, and he sounds intelligent. Like, oh, okay.
He is.
I take back all the stuff I said about him. Okay, so she wanted to change the agenda. She couldn't do that. The attorney told her no. And then what happened next?
They went through public comment.
Yeah.
And I think they probably got to everyone on the list.
Yeah, Jedediah was supposed to be the last one.
Jedediah was the last one. I'm sure you heard the comment.
Totally heard the comment. Totally did.
And right before his comment, one of Tiffany's goons was arguing with him, DeMarcus Krigley. And
Correct.
Jed excused himself for the delay. He said he had to resolve something first.
Well, he was sitting back there. We saw like 5 different angles. He was sitting back there talking to Keith Price.
Right.
And then they called him and he was still talking to him. And he came up and said, oh, I was a little distracted. But okay, continue.
Well, we were sitting in the front row and the podium was behind us. So we know more about what happened in the back of the room just since we've been home watching it in slow motion video.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
But it looked like Tiffany and her goons had planned on attacking Jed, and Jed calling Tiffany the B word just inflamed matters.
Yeah, he didn't help him. He didn't help himself with that one. Yes.
Right. So Kamal came up to him first, and then Krigley jumped on him and started kicking him. And Krigley jumped on top of the security guard's desk and broke the big screen TV in the back.
I saw that. Yeah.
And Tiffany comes running through,
Right.
joining in on the fight.
Tiffany takes over for Kamal. Kamal just stands up next to the back wall watching his girlfriend
That is
try to go
bananas.
after Jedediah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the South, I called 911, and I was not
Wow.
the first person to call them. The police arrived, and they weren't too eager to press charges against anyone.
You know what, Jason? I came in it thinking, Tiffany is going to go out with a bang, and she planned this, and truly, she did not disappoint.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with setup. And now my initial thought was if it doesn't adjourn properly, then it doesn't apply. But you're saying that that's not the case. So thankfully that's not it. I was thinking like, oh, we'll set you, oh, y'all got all this work done. We're gonna start a brawl at the end and it's not gonna adjourn properly, and then you kicked out of here. So
No, she mentioned a couple of votes from September, and that was the meeting where Tiffany's goons approached me at the podium.
Yep, I remember that
created
one.
chaos to adjourn the meeting improperly. But those votes held.
Oh, so they do hold. Okay, good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But okay, so even though it wasn't adjourned properly, or maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe they do like an email adjournment, but so it does match. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Man, I hate to see it for y'all because I know that you all are working hard to get a change in your community in the township, only to have this level of shenanigans kick off. Because I've never seen a fight in a board meeting before of that. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. And I'm not saying that they don't happen elsewhere, but that was just sad, especially when we all are watching everybody getting a little bit closer. Just, we're at mile 25. We just got to make it to the end of the month to the election. And then they have a brawl. Like that's, and I literally had said how peaceful the meetings have been since Lewis Lacey hasn't been there. The Dalton meetings, they've been very peaceful now that Lewis Lacey isn't there. And then we got a brawl in the township. That's
the Thornton Township meeting without Tiffany was very peaceful too.
That's true. That's true. There seemed to be a few little elements. There seemed like a few little things.
Right.
Ingredients.
But she's taking losses everywhere she go now. I mean, she's lost in the village, and now she's losing in Thornton. So I mean, she has nowhere to go but down, down, down.
Yeah.
Did you hear her supervisor's address?
Yes, it was horrible.
Yeah, it's just like it was her final address to the residents. So to me, it sounded like she's not going to show up anymore, knowing that she lost control of the board of trustees.
Oh, no question about it. Personally, I think everything she was doing was to antagonize to the point that I do believe that this was kind of planned.
Absolutely.
If you look at the different angles and where Krigley was standing, where Lavelle was standing, and it's such like that, it just doesn't seem right. There's just something fishy about it. If a fight hadn't broken out, then we wouldn't have cared. But because the fight broke out, it just looks weird. Like why was Quigley standing right there? Why was Lavelle right there? So people knew what was going on. But I think she was antagonizing from the beginning. Every time a vote failed, she had to educate you, do the little sermonette, and take time up. And it was only, if you watch it, it just got more and more and more cantankerous each time she did that. So then by the time she gets to the supervisor's statements, they were already at, at 9. All you gotta do is one tick less.
Right.
You have to 10. So I'm not above it being something that was planned.
Right.
Or intentional to some degree.
Right. Yeah.
But okay.
But thankfully we got through, all of the comments tonight, because at the last meeting she wouldn't even let anyone do a comment, even the elderly woman who was trying to speak. So we got through that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So give me your forecast. What's going to happen next?
The next fight is
let's not say fight. Let's do some peaceful words.
I'm sorry. The next goal is to find someone with the courage to prosecute assault and battery charges against Tiffany, Kamal, and DeMarcus Krigley. Because the police did not seem too eager to do that. They were questioning Jedediah as the instigator.
I can see why it does seem that way, but when you watch the tape, like Jedediah doesn't throw a punch until Tiffany jumps in. So like, yeah, he was subdued. I don't know who it was that was holding him back, but Lavelle and Kamal were at it. This is gross, man. Oh my gosh.
And yes, he said the B word, but that doesn't mean that, you hit someone because they say, something that you don't like. And Tiffany is good at causing a ruckus.
I don't think he should have. I don't think he should have used that language. Yeah. But that's beside the point. And then also keep in mind, Tiffany was not involved in it. So I think between Quigley and Lavelle, Kamal, Jedediah, they're all scrapping. Tiffany inserted herself into it. That's why I think she might be in trouble.
You probably saw her get up from her seat.
Yeah, we watched about 9 different angles of it. Right. We've watched a lot of different angles of this. And I think, I think it's going to be hard for her to justify what she did. I mean, kicked off her shoes and she sprinted into there, and there's no reason under the sun for her to have been in there apart from adding to the chaos.
Hopefully this is the nail in her coffin.
I'm hoping so. All right. Yeah, she ran like a track star for sure. I mean, that was such a bad look. Yeah, and again, Jedediah did not start it.
Nope.
Again, I don't think he should have been using some of that language, but we're above that. I think the issue at hand is that I think there was a level of chaos that they wanted to bring to this equation, and I think she was doing it the whole time. She had been antagonizing with the little mini sermonettes every time something failed. That gross superintendent, like going through did you hear her talk about she's programs to teach kids how to write in cursive?
Yes.
I'm like, wait, okay, I'm a former school teacher, right? And I taught cursive. I believe in teaching kids cursive. I think it's a lost skill and a lost art that kids need to learn. I don't expect the mayor of my town to be talking about how we're encouraging kids to write in cursive. Like that should be something that Miss Bumblebee or Miss Caterpillar is teaching over at the school Monday through Friday. Like why is the mayor talking about this? It was just so crazy. It was such a weird flex. Like, for real?
It might be a good suggestion for a candidate for trustee or a candidate for supervisor, but it's too late for Tiffany to suggest anything to be done in the township.
And don't forget, Jason, she always liked to educate us now. So.
Okay, so matter of fact, can you educate us? Okay, this insurance thing, first of all, that insurance thing is such a boondoggle. Number one, how does when you can't insure a building, people get fired? That doesn't make sense. There was so many problems. Like, wait, hold on. People's 401ks are going to be affected because they don't have insurance. That doesn't add up. How do you make this logic jump? Can you explain? Do you have any insight on the insurance? Like she was like, "Oh, great, we'll have insurance tomorrow." Like, you had insurance today. Stop it. Stop it. But go ahead.
Oh boy.
A lot of people have noticed that there is just one insurance broker for the entire township. He's the son of Michael Madigan, the former Speaker of the House of Illinois.
Okay.
Whose federal trial on corruption charges is almost over. But
he seemed like a nice guy.
Supervisor refused to use Madigan for insurance. But Thornton Township had been using that insurance broker for, I think it was property and vehicle insurance. And it was on auto renew for a couple of years. But I believe that Tiffany took it off of auto renew to create a crisis so she could blame it on the trustees.
There you go.
They didn't want to show up to the meetings because they were afraid she would vote in one of her choices for temporary trustee.
Yeah, absolutely. And
anyway, the trustees tonight passed insurance for everything from one broker, but it's the last item. They probably can't get liability insurance yet.
Wait, you don't think watching the supervisor of the township jump into a melee is an insurable action?
Right.
You don't think that's a great action? Like, hey.
Well, I'm wondering if they went to that broker just because he promised he could find liability insurance for Tiffany.
Man.
Okay, they got it on the agenda and it passed, whether it exists or not.
So real quick, I'm going to just pull this in so we can kind of look at it. And this is from No Apologies, Just Me. And this is the angle that most people got. So I just want you to see real quick. We see Jedediah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see Quigley right there?
Yeah.
All that time, Quigley inserted himself. He was not there before. If I back
he
up
was
a little,
standing there right before Jed's comment.
Right. But notice here. And maybe it was, maybe I missed it, but it just seems weird because, all right, so he's not there right now. And Jedediah had been real quick. See, Jedediah was, okay, so there's Quigley right there.
Right.
So the older lady is speaking. Let me just pull her in.
In the audience, and our supervisor was smiling, like it was cute.
Yeah.
And she did not have her head down as she has it down now. I don't understand. If you're a woman, lift your head up and listen to what's said, whether you accept it or not. But that's a child's move that you're doing. Okay, we'll move on from there. The other one is a question for trustee Everett Gray. I'm not sure which one it is. Why do you have to sidebar with the supervisor during these meetings? Couldn't she call you on the phone and tell you how to vote?
This is public comment. Make your comment.
Shut up, girl. Anyway, my time is not up. I haven't even been up in that long. But the point is, why do you have to sidebar? I'm assuming that Miss Everett has reasoning skills, and she can make a decision on her own. You should not have to tell her what to do. If you have to tell her what to do, and she can't think of reason it out herself, she needs to step down from that position. But we know
so
that's going to be right.
This is what I'm seeing. Like, okay, see, Jedediah comes and sits down next to Keith Price. I don't see him interacting with Quigley at all.
Right.
So he's sitting there talking to him. Maybe yelling at him, but he doesn't like he's saying anything.
They've known each other for years.
And they're calling him, but he's busy talking to Keith Price. Okay, wait. You know what? Let me back this up. Maybe he's not talking to Keith Price. Right here. Okay. Jedediah is clearly talking to somebody right here. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not talking. I don't think he's talking to Keith Price now, because Keith Price is looking up. Jedediah is looking out.
Well, I think Jamarcus Quigley was back.
And Jamarcus Quigley is back there, right?
Right. He is back.
Okay, maybe y'all are right. Okay, so look, right?
Jedediah.
Good.
Yeah.
He's talking to somebody. He's not talking to Keith. Keith is not paying attention to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not talking to Keith. And there is Marcus Quigley right back there. So you're right.
You notice that even in that clip, Jason, that before all of that happened, when Jedediah was talking, DeMarcus Quigley was looking at Kamal Woods.
I didn't notice that, but now I'm gonna go back and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's talking to him, and now Lavelle has moved.
Mm-hmm.
Lavelle was not there. Clearly, he's about to move. We'll see that in a second.
Yeah, so Lavelle was sitting right next to Jedediah for the whole meeting.
Yeah. Okay, so let's keep this going. There's Lavelle. Minding his own. Well, you know. Okay, so our four players are on the board. We got Quigley and Kamal. We got Jedediah and Lavelle. Let's see how it goes.
All right, so
okay. Why is DeMarcus Quigley immediately looking over his shoulder?
Right.
Not through this whole clip. That's the 4th or 5th time he's done that. Kept looking at Kamal.
Yeah. But between those 4, Lavelle, Kamal, Quigley, and Jedediah, that's their little scrap.
Mhm.
Tiffany inserting herself into that is problematic.
Yeah.
Because there's no, and she ran. So anybody with common sense will say, you went 20 feet, 30 feet out of your way to insert yourself into this for no reason.
Exactly.
And you can't tell me that you were defending him. You can't say, yes, this was illegal. You can't tell me you was defending him because it's a whole grown man.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 grown men. I'm sorry, 4 grown men scrapping it out. They did not need a woman to insert herself into that. So, okay, let's finish. Go ahead.
And the only woman.
The only woman that we saw jumping into it. There were some that were pushed and shoved into it. Maybe they threw hands too. But you literally sprinted barefooted into it. That's craziness. That's
Supervisor who wants all Black and brown women, girls and young women to look up to her.
Look up the youth. The youth
right.
is gonna look up to her.
Yes.
Yeah, this is embarrassing, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know who grabbed him, but Jedediah he never swings.
No.
I don't know if
you look at that quick, it looked like Kamal went for the first hit.
Right.
Kamal did. Let's back up a little smidgen. I don't want to hear him cussing again. Let's see right here. We might have to be there. Okay, let's go.
You go, bitch.
All right. He moves. That was planned. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're not gonna convince me that they did not know. Okay, so then Kamal calls him something. Jedediah goes back. There he goes. Kamal is standing there. I don't know who pushed first. But that's interesting. Why did Quigley pull him but didn't? He's holding him, but he's not pulling him out of the fray.
Right.
So you're leaving your guy in the fight with an extra weight on you. So you might need to do a little bit. You might need to go to the military, sir, and learn how to pull out your partners, man. You put your guy in the fight, impeding his ability. Quigley unequivocally, there's absolutely no way possible that Quigley does not get some kind of charges.
And I hope he does, Jason, because I had to go to court recently.
Okay.
Because he threatened to slap me.
What?
Yeah.
See, we couldn't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not.
And he's only 34 and I'm almost 60. So you're threatening to slap this older woman's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is bananas. I'm sorry, y'all.
And the worst part is when we were leaving, Keith Price was telling the residents, "Oh, you guys planned all of this." I hope you're
gaslighting 101.
You guys
exactly.
ended up with a chaotic meeting.
Man, come on, man. Like, just again, but Keith Price he says some stuff sometimes. Now, granted, he's not in this fray. I see him staying himself out of this fray. He doesn't move too far from his own chair. How did you get up here on this thing, breaking this TV, my guy?
Yeah, that's the security guard's desk.
Like, how did you get up there?
Well, the long short of the story, Jason, is that Kamal and William Moore has been fired.
Well, there we go. That's unequivocal.
Yes.
Wow.
That's no guarantee that we won't see them around Thornton Township headquarters anymore. As William Moore still lurks at Dalton Village Hall.
Yeah.
And he was fired in August.
Yeah, that's craziness. Okay, but did okay. How do you think how do they fix this? How do they fix this, Roberts? If you all are just tapping in, we have Paul and Jennifer Roberts, who are some fantastic friends of the channel, and they live in Thornton, and they were there at the what I'm now calling the Thornton Township Throwdown, the South Chicago MMA Fight Club. But they were there, and they're always there. You see Paul and you see Jennifer a lot of the time. What happens next? What happens?
We need county or state law enforcement to do something.
Y'all need the AG to step in. We need the AG to come up
the
in here.
most common question that people had when they first learned about Tiffany Henyard is, how come she's not in jail yet?
That's the
And I go as far as to say what should happen next is that we see them all in handcuffs, hauled off to jail where they belong.
The Dalton police won't do it. I have questions about the South Holland police doing it. I wrote the Cook County State's attorney this evening right before I saw your show.
Wow. And so tell me what you would like. So you want all four men plus Tiffany, or what do you want?
William Moore, Kamal.
You arresting everybody. you just doing like ICE, rolling up, collecting them all. Okay, so you said William Moore.
I don't think that Jed was in the wrong. He was just being, his activism, self.
For sure.
And just stating some facts there. Yes, there were some choice words that he used that I would never use either. But, those were just words, right?
For sure.
You should never put your hands on someone just because. But I think that they had it in for Jedediah all along. I mean, he's very outspoken.
Oh, for sure.
And they've been trying to be physical with him. I mean, you saw the car chase when Lacey was in charge. You saw all of that, all of the intimidation, even when they took him off to jail and nothing happened there. And even quite recently when he had to go to Markham Courthouse because of the false charges that Tiffany brought against him and trying to bring up a restraining order against him, which the judge threw that out. So, like I said, tonight, I anticipated that she was going to go out with a bang. We didn't know how she was going to do it, but this is the way that she chose to do it. And like I said tonight, we prayed. Real prayer works.
Yeah.
And prayer works when you pray for real. And God was allowed us to have another trustee to come in so that we can get some work done. And tonight we got some work done and they didn't like it.
I got you. Let me also just add, Kamal has a propensity of being very, dare I say, I don't say combative or argumentative, but he's trying to be very threatening. So I've seen him step to you, Paul. Mm-hmm. I know y'all remember when he called out Regina Waldrop looking at the camera, talking trash to them. I mean, he has a long history of this. And so I'm pretty sure anybody with just a little bit of editing skills can collect all of these from the Thornton as well as the Dalton board meetings where he stepped to people and been inappropriate with folk and put somebody up against a wall, things like that. I don't think this will go well for him. I don't agree that Jedediah started it because they're just words. And at the end of the day, again, I disagree with them. I don't think he should be using those words in mixed company. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't call a woman that. I wouldn't do that amongst kids and elders and the such like that. But that's Jedediah. That's just let him do what he's going to do. But that still doesn't mean anything. Like, it's just words.
Right.
And so, and then quickly, sir, just go ahead and turn yourself in. If he went home tonight, that's a shame on the Dalton police. He should be in jail. I mean, the dude is literally soccer kicking.
Yes.
Somebody.
Yes.
You see him kicking 2 and 3 times. I mean, you can't do that in mixed martial arts. You cannot kick like that. That is an automatic foul, and that means it's over. Mm-hmm. He did 3 times. Mm-hmm. Like, it's over. And then, of course, I have no idea what's the justification for Lady Henyard to run into the fray barefoot. She wasn't trying to stop anybody, so you know that was not the case. She jumped into the fray, into the melee. I see no reason whatsoever why she herself is not. I'm sorry. I think she should be done, and Lavelle too. Let me throw Lavelle in there. I mean, he was in there. He was getting at it. You got to go.
I have a soft spot for him, Jason.
Okay.
Because he has really turned his life around, and a lot of people keep bringing up his past, but he's really doing some positive things, and it kind of bothers me when people can't forget someone's past who's trying to do something positive now. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know much, and somebody sent me the link of him and Jedediah. They did an interview about 7 months ago.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah, that was good.
I just pulled it up. I was looking at it. I was like, okay, this is clearly something I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm not besmirching. All I knew about Lavelle was what his past, and I wasn't even referring to that. I was just saying, you know, what happened today.
Right. Right.
So
Oh well.
yeah, this is gonna be wild.
It is. It is.
Okay, so you're saying Kamal didn't start the fight, Lavelle did. Okay. It's very possible. I don't know. I feel like it was Kamal, but okay.
I feel like it was Kamal too, but I'm gonna go and look back at some.
I mean, we looked at a lot of different angles, man. My eyes are tired. Like we looked at a lot of angles of this thing, which is crazy how many different angles it was.
It's not my job to judge, but the question is, who will?
Yeah.
Right.
Let me see. Let me just for the people. Let me just real quick find another angle real quick. Oh, this was not. This is actually a pretty good one right here. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to get to the end, like where Jedediah gets finished. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this in real quick. All right, let's see if we can make a little bit more heads or tails. So now we can see like Lavelle is at his left, our right. Quigley is at far stage left. All right, let's see what happens.
All those in favor say you go, bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick. This woman right here in the green with the pink scarf, she looked very bothered by this. She looked really bothered.
And she's a trustee in Markham.
Is that what it is? Okay, she doesn't look like she was not very pleased with this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she was starting anything, but she doesn't look very disappointed. Just looking at her face. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now did I go up here? Now Kamal gets up. Kamal gets up and then go back. All right, so now we're here. Oh, darn it. The camera started going shaky cam. Okay. I don't know.
Can't see it from too good from this angle.
I can't either, but I feel like Kamal pushed and Lavelle punched.
And that's what I got out of it, Jason, because if you put your hands on somebody, then you started it. Now,
right.
remember, Lavelle used to date Tiffany before Kamal.
Oh, mercy.
So, I mean, the plot thickens here.
The saga continues. You're right.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's see. All right. Y'all gonna get all this then. Y'all gonna go back through all this with us. All right, so there's another angle.
Say nay. All those in favor say you go, bitch.
Okay, so we looked over at her. I wish she had that camera up.
What?
Oh yeah, so we missed all that.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to see when she's towards the fight.
Yeah, that looked like it was shooting through a potato. I'll make a new resolution that everybody in Dalton gets very new updated phones. Y'all stop playing. Stop playing. Go on and invest in it. Look, Tiffany buying me a Hellcat. Y'all can get some new phones. All right. All right. So this is a different angle as well. Y'all look, y'all just gonna get all of them. Come on, we're gonna go through them all real quick. All right. I feel like Brother Man pushed him. And you want me slow motion? Okay, I'll make sure I slow motion this one. All right, let's see.
20-year employee, and ain't none of her business ventures ever failed. On top of that, she serves as a chief of staff, and she didn't fuck her way to the top. She's efficient in budgets and don't hide her deeds. She is efficient in organization. She served as a temporary interim executive director for the.
What do you think she's doing when she's looking down writing? What do you think she's writing?
Doodling.
Become something you'll never be, which is
Alicia Nicole once took a close-up picture of her tablet.
Really?
Circles.
I have Alicia Nicole up next, I think.
Well, I heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. and so why you've been a half-ass mayor. But if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work. And I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would rather take a vote and we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie be the new
What is that? What is that lawyer thinking?
All those in favor say aye.
Okay, so I just slowed it down just a little bit. Now you see Carmen and Stephanie are tickled by that comment. Okay, so he walks up and wait, we come back. Okay, here we go. Here's Kamal.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Kamal
So it looks like Lavelle was trying to hold Jed back, and DeMarcus Quigley
was trying to hold Kamal.
Was sort of kind of holding Kamal.
He was just a weight
right
around his waist.
Right. And I think that at that point, Kamal was went in on Lavelle, and then he threw his punch.
Let's go back just a few seconds. Okay, let's see again. So he's marching up. Wait, what you say? Yeah, I said that. I'm a 50-year-old man about to fight up in a board meeting. Absolutely. Because that makes sense to me.
Right.
So he puts his hands out. I'm sorry. He put his hands out. And Lavelle pulls his hand back. He didn't have to touch him. Oh, I'm sorry. He hasn't punched him yet.
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, no. Then, I think Kamal is the one that started it.
Exactly.
Yep.
No, because, now, Kamal is pushing. Lavelle is punching, but Kamal instigated the contact. Bam. And I don't know who it was that was holding. I mean, they are not playing. They're not playing.
And then here comes Tiffany.
Yep.
In that fight, her cousin is in there too. I see. I don't know.
Her cousin. So there's another woman, or who's her cousin?
One of the young ladies that work in her administration.
Really?
Yeah.
I think she's the FOIA officer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, there's no problem there. Wow. Yo, this is.
Yeah, it's been a night. It's been a night.
Wow. All right. So, is there anything else this week?
Nope.
Handcuffs.
Prayerfully so. Now that would be great. I just don't see how I don't see how you get out of this without somebody going to jail.
Absolutely.
I just don't see how. Yeah, Tiffany came in hot like a missile. That was something about Tiffany that I think we all knew. She's for the streets. And she is, and she proved it.
Absolutely.
Wow. So, I have no idea how they're going to pull this off without somebody getting called down to the police station for a talk.
Well, like you, we will be staying tuned.
Well, I appreciate y'all. And a lot of people telling me that Jedediah is live, and I see him. We're going to jump over here real quick and see if y'all want to hang in and see what he is somewhere. Let's see where he is and see what's going on over here.
Officer available?
He's wait. I'm sorry. Oh, he's at the police station.
Good.
You subscribe, okay? You did?
Okay, South Holland.
Oh, where are they?
South Holland Police Department.
Oh no.
Yeah. So he must be filing a report.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody going to jail.
And that's good that he's doing it at South Holland.
Hey y'all, what's going on? We here with Jed. We just making sure all goes well.
Mary, right? That's Miss Mary.
Oh, okay. I don't want them to see me. I don't care. Okay, see my face.
I haven't seen it in my life.
I told you I don't do that.
I'm dead. Somebody got to hold this.
That's okay. As long as they
Mama, you want to hold this for me?
What?
Say hi.
His mama there, okay.
Oh, that's his mom. Okay,
That's
shout
his
out.
mother.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
hi, Mom.
okay.
You ain't gonna say, oh, y'all doing a report? Let's get out y'all way. Oh, y'all with me?
Yeah.
This boy right here.
I saw all the people come in. I was gonna be like, what up? What's going on, bro? What's up, homie?
Interesting.
They got the hitters that came out.
Nigga, listen, we didn't already call everybody baby look. Look, and you snap. They ain't jump on shit.
They didn't.
Uh-oh.
What you talking
They
about when
weak
you
as hell.
snap?
They weak as hell. I thought Kamal at least was gonna try to punch. He kicking. He was kicking.
You was on top of Kamal when this
Yeah, and then he
Hey,
kicked.
that's what bitches do.
And then he kicked me over him. Like I didn't even know how to fight with that. I'm in the air at this point. Huh? I'm
All right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna be a
Sorry
lot,
about the
Jason.
ruckus.
It's gonna be a lot. Wow. Okay. So they're filing. No, you said they're filing in South Holland. Tell me what that means.
That means that South Holland is pretty good at making sure that the report goes to the right people
Let me see that.
Right.
and it gets
Y'all
filed
pray for my man.
correctly.
That's the one that called me Ricky Smiley. My man's is on the ground.
Oh no,
Sit
they making
down.
fun of the security guard on the ground.
Sit down, Joe. I ain't seen no footage. I've been doing. What the hell is this?
Oh
Oh my God.
no, what is that? Why are you people like this? Why are people like
It's a
this?
crazy night for them to get fired and beat up. Trying to jump on somebody.
Wow.
Who?
Mm-mm-mm.
Tiffany. I did not know she was in that. All I know is somebody.
All right, I want to see
hit me
if they file a report. So you said South Holland
and I just
is
saw a
pretty
grown
good
man
at
going this way. And I was
doing
like, was that Tiffany?
making sure that things get done right. Is that what you're saying?
If you ask for a commander.
Popped her ass.
Yeah.
So if
And
I
their
ask for a commander, what
police
happens?
station is walking distance from township headquarters.
Okay. Why did they come?
But
Why weren't
they
they there?
don't consider township headquarters as their jurisdiction. They said that they will respond to a call, but they won't do anything unless there's physical violence.
Oh, well, there was physical violence tonight.
Yep.
And there was multiple angles of the violence.
Absolutely.
Were there more newscasters there today than usual, or was I just? It just seemed like a lot. That bank over there looked like it was full.
It was more tonight.
It was okay.
Yeah. I think every one, ABC, CBS, NBC, WGN,
the Lansing
the
Journal.
Lansing Journal. Yeah.
Poor Lansing Journal. Good gracious, man. You know these people like, what are we doing, folk?
Oh, you probably tomorrow get a good shot of what happened tonight through Lansing Journal.
Oh, they do a great job, but they don't do lives and they take their time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're gonna probably be really good to go. Absolutely. Yeah, this should be a national story. This is going to be a national story. I don't think it should be. It will be.
It will be.
Yeah. I guarantee if I look right here on the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, it's going to be in there. I guarantee you. Atlanta News First. It's kind of quiet here in Atlanta anyway. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this is hot news." I promise you, man. We are as predictable as the sun.
Absolutely. Well, Jason, it's been really fun. We're gonna have.
Well, thank y'all so much for stopping through. I really appreciate both of y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the Roberts family. You've seen Paul Roberts and probably his wife as well at many events around Thornton and sometimes at Dalton. Right? Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they are definitely our ears to the street. And they stopped by today to just give us an update on what happened at the Thornton Township Throwdown. So I really appreciate y'all stopping through tonight, though, for real.
Thank you so much, Jason, for having us.
Y'all are more than welcome. Whenever you can, come on through.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Grace and peace. See you soon, friends. All right. So that was the Robert. Shout out to them. Yo, this is, I really don't know. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lady Luck Club. I appreciate you. Great content creator over there. Drop your link in the chat so we can make sure we support good content creators and continue to see this community grow. All right. He said this is a article already at Edgar County Watchdog Brawl breaks out during. See? All right, let's see what we got.
About everything. Me calling her a bitch was a nice thing to do. But for her to attack that woman the way she did, she deserved every bit of what she got. And I don't care about nobody's opinion of that. I'm trying to, man. Lavelle need to come up here and take a report about his phone being stolen. Can somebody call what you call it and see?
Well,
but he probably far gone from now. Tell him if he felt like to come up here. But if they, bro, like if they try to, this is what I'm gonna say in advance. Ain't nowhere in the world I should be going to jail because I defended myself. He looked like he got a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, he looked like he got a chip on his shoulder. Exactly, and that needs to happen.
That is the best. That's the comment of the night, right there.
Y'all need to have that. Need to happen.
She was throwing the chocolates.
Ain't no way in hell I should be getting no arrest at all. They need to take that report because literally it's video everywhere. I'm looking at how he looking at me. That's what I'm talking about.
No, that was just to find an officer on us. They just stopped.
Hopefully only from observation. Hopefully only from observation. Yo, thank you so much, Chicago Box. Thank you so much for the $10.
So let me say this
tonight.
Since we wait.
Thank y'all for making this a great
stream. All of the people at the end of the day, I am a decent man, or at least I try to be. I really don't approve of the way I talk at times myself. There's no excuse for it. But it's kind of hard to be, what's the word? Tactful with despicable people. It's kind of hard to be respectful, like with the way that people beat me up for no reason and the way people, I'm talking about the public, how they don't understand. But then also how these people in this administration have acted. Right. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, no, we don't even need him to help us now.
Huh?
He was standing right there when they were trying to jump on him.
This is super wild. Okay. In my opinion, in my very, very limited legal mind, because I'm a pre-K law student, I think Jedediah, albeit, who's provocative, I don't think he did anything wrong. I do think Lavelle, I do think Kamal, I do think Marcus Quigley and Tiffany need to have some level of accountability because I do think they were problematic. And again, there's no reason for Tiffany to have run into the melee. So if anybody got injured, if one of those seniors got pushed down and got hurt, she would be part of the reason why that happened. There's no reason for it. Yeah, people are fed up. Let me finish hearing what they're talking about. Shout out to Jedediah Brown. She put the phone in her pocket. Bless her heart. All right, so this is Jedediah Brown. Let me give y'all the link so you all can definitely follow if I have to get up and get going.
You're getting ready to get a police report because you was the victim. Trying to make a report. You did a police report because you were the victim.
No, I said they're not talking about anything yet. We just walked in.
Okay, you was going to complain one by one.
Yeah, there was a senior on the floor. Yeah.
Because of the way you all
I said, file a report for your stolen phone. Where are you? What are they talking about? I said, you know what? I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
Give him his ID.
Okay, so I think DJ Sean, thank you so much. He's saying no, the lawyer can end it. Okay. Apparently, they've had meetings before that didn't end properly. So thankfully, that's not going to be the case. So good stuff.
I'm the one that talked to you.
Nobody speak for me. You can all, I want you to understand something.
I feel a little uncomfortable with the presentation.
Okay, then you can go to door 2.
So if you can meet me at door 2, it's just be me and you over there, okay?
And I come to on this
What is going on?
It's just all the way around.
This is set up.
Security guard was on the floor. Yeah. Oh man. So his mom, I think she doesn't realize where her hand is. Let's see if they. Yeah, she looks like she has her hand over the camera.
Right now. Do you want me to take a statement? Are you going to take a statement with me right here right now? You're going to take a statement.
Then no thank you.
All right.
Thank you for showing exactly what's right. Because let me say this for the record. I don't know why y'all all
Somebody take that.
But no,
Because I can't get it right now.
You said what?
This his phone.
Okay, I don't know why y'all emotional.
Tape it on yours if you don't mind. Thank you.
There we go.
Let me tell you about why I'm telling you why I'm responding the way I'm responding, because I know how you came to the scene. So to the scene. Bro, I'm not talking no more. I said I'm not. Don't even talk to me. Don't even say shit. Bro, you can go.
Don't say shit.
You can leave. You really can leave.
Where's the lieutenant?
You can really leave.
Who they talking to?
After this, we're going to have you guys sit somebody.
This is crazy.
He's here, but
And let me see something, sir.
He left
Don't act like that. He ain't bad stuff. He ain't never be bad. No that. Ain't nobody scared. And you and you know what? You nobody 20 other motherfucking times.
I pay no tax dollars.
Ain't nobody
I pay no tax dollars.
That's a shame. We short hand, Mr. Rose, black man. We short hand, black man.
Okay.
Thank you. You need to be ashamed of
I need nobody else to talk to me or touch me at all.
Listen to me.
Nothing, nobody, nobody to talk to me or touch me.
We did.
I know what I'm doing and I know who they are. Would y'all please stop it? I know who I'm talking to. I know who they are. I know what they are. And I know why I approach it this way.
You know exactly what
I know who he is.
He's a whole coward.
Let's go.
Okay, so
They did that for a reason. This is the problem. I'm gonna say what I'm saying because I'm tired of being painted as an angry black man. I'm informed and I know what I'm doing.
oh, they won't do the report. They won't do the report.
Handed my phone.
Yeah, wow. Y'all are wild.
Now everybody know how you
All
are.
I want you to do is talk to him and him alone. Right.
This government get away with all this shit because y'all let stuff like that ride. I'm not pacifying that fool.
I don't know what happened.
I'm not an angry black man. I'm informed. I know who he is.
You know who is? That's what I don't get. Okay, so I don't know why, but apparently the officers are not going to take his. They're not going to take his report. I'm not certain I understand what happened.
No, I'm not.
That's fine. But when I de-escalate and I agree, and they're not going to control me like that. They're trying to put me in a position to have an advantage over me. I got you. If they just trying to take a report, they will make me feel safe. If they think I'm a victim, that's why there are victim advocates. That's why they're domestic violence advocates.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I'm jaded with officers like that. And I'm not giving it an excuse. Yes, ma'am. What's up, mama?
So anybody that just jumped in, we were watching the Thornton Township Throwdown. Jedediah was going to the South Holland Police Department to file a report, and for some reason or another, it doesn't seem like they're going to do it. They're using jurisdiction. The police are not helping them. Okay.
And that understanding is that it is a trap. We don't know what compensation has been given, but at the end, the truth will be prevailed. And what we're just trying to get clarity on is, and you were there, you seen what was going on. It's all over the news, it's all over Facebook, and this, that, and the other. And I would hate for any one of you all to put your job.
Hey, while they're doing that, I just want to say thank you to all of thank you so much, Breakfast Gun, for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, David Trailer, always supporting the channel. He said, just posted this in Discord. You didn't know I was streaming. No problem at all. Beth from Chicago in the chat was there tonight. Okay, Beth, I'm sorry. I now I see. If Beth is here, I will throw her in. Precise. I was following No Apologies. That's who we were watching the stream with initially. And then, of course, thank you so much, Chicago Box. I think it's funny what your box is, by the way. Chicago Box for the $10 super. I appreciate you. Grace and peace to you as well. All right, let's see. Is Beth still here? Okay, let's see what's going on here with Jedediah.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he said yes.
The police are not supposed to control it. I already did them.
I understand that.
They can't tell me no. They would definitely, y'all make me rich as fuck if you want to.
Wow.
He needs to stand down.
He is not a good officer.
No, he's not.
Outside and right around the building.
That's fine.
All right, y'all.
Okay, let's see.
I've only been an advocate for my entire life.
I think so. Want this back?
No, please keep it because I don't
All right.
trust them. They're taking me to where they are having an interrogation room because he's trying to establish that there's something to lock me up on because he's trying to favor a goddamn elected official. Who's stupid over here? How many times we done dealt with this?
Plenty.
Yeah, they are going bonkers in the chat. All right, real quick. Can we jump on a couple of different angles while they're getting that settled? I'm gonna leave that playing. But there's a lot of different YouTubers are chiming in on different angles. So let's see what we got right here. And this is Make a Change.
All right, so man, there's so much. I didn't want to say nothing, but I really didn't like how you disrespected the newly elected trustee. But what I want to say is clear that you got questionable spending habits.
Okay, I think we saw this
business
already.
Your restaurant was deemed nasty. And it's proven while you're talking about her education, we can't even verify yours. But since you sold for women, I really already knew by the way you handled Henyard. But for you to sit up here and disparage that woman after giving her that fake ass congratulations in the beginning because you thought she was gonna get what you wanted. Here's the thing. I want to educate you. Stephanie Wiedemann is a 20-year employee, and ain't none of her business ventures ever failed. On top of that, she serves as a chief of staff, and she her way to the top.
There we go. Thank you for leaving out.
In budgets and don't hide her deeds. She is efficient in organization. She served as a temporary interim executive director for the Thornton Park District until she stepped aside to help her daughter become something you'll never be, which is a married woman. And her daughter moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter. But I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so now you've been a half-ass mayor. But if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, and we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work. And I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would rather take a vote and we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie to be the new member of Congress. So all those in favor say, all those against it say nay, all those in favor say aye. You go.
All right, we've seen it a couple times, though. Yo, these people wild, man. What's going on? No apologies. Hey, yo, no apology. Hey, for real. No apologies. Here's the link. Jump up in. I gotta talk to you. We gotta talk. If I can have the moderators go ahead and put no apologies YouTube channel up, no apologies, just me in the chat. If you're available, I need to talk to you. We gotta have a conversation. So just come on up in here. Come on in the room. Okay, so Jedediah is at the police station making a report right now. So just so y'all can see, he is there making.
What's his last name?
What about it?
I'm asking you who he is.
Why?
It's a question.
Come on, man. Work with him, brother.
Question that I asked. You're asking me
That's the whole part of an interview.
an interview or a police report?
Yes.
All right.
Because I came here to tell you about what's happening.
Hey, let me real quick. Let me mute Jedediah. Hey, friend, how are you?
Hey.
Look, girl, look at this camera angle. Okay, I see you looking. This is my first time meeting D Love from the South Side.
I'm finding you.
Very good. Nice to meet you. All right.
Hey.
What's that? What you got? What you got?
Nice to meet you also.
It is. Okay. Now, before we jump into it, tell us who you are. Whoa. Uh-oh. I done ran her away. Oh man, that's pretty terrible. I don't think that's supposed to happen like that. I think I done kicked her out. Did she kick herself out? Here, I'm gonna drop that link again. No apologies, just me. Well, I was about to ask a little bit about the channel, but here, let's jump in. Let's bring Jedediah back in here real quick.
Hit me was their security guard, sir. Did you see that on the video?
Sorry about that.
Brawl, I didn't see a specific piece.
Okay, so I'm telling you.
Jay in the middle.
Are you sure you like me? You sure you like me this time?
Yes.
Okay, let me make
That
sure
would be
now.
an incorrect.
I don't take rejection too well now.
Hey, dear Walt Christian.
What's happening, D-Love? You?
Is it me with this second? Let me see. I think I got to turn my. Okay, you can hear me now. I'm sorry, I had to turn the other thing off.
So first of all, we were following your stream earlier, so you had a fantastic angle for the meeting though. Before we got to the brawl and the craziness, your angle was fantastic. So I don't know what you was doing, but you was crushing it. Kudos.
Thank you.
All right. What in the world did we see? What is this? You want to start at the meeting, or you want to start with the fisticuff?
Let's start from the meeting and then we'll work our way up. Like they did the fight. So what had happened was I was the first one to get there at I want to say at 5:45. I was the first one in line.
It was up in there. I love it.
I was up in there. I said, they're gonna lock me out. I want to get my good seat today.
You had a great seat.
I had a great seat. But let me tell you, what was funny is Vivian had parked her wheelchair in front of me. I was like, dang, she got her wheelchair in front of me. I can't see now. But I was like, oh, I like this spot here. It's okay. I'll just work with it. And I said, I just knew the security was going to tell me I need to move my camera because I had it right next to the podium originally. So I could see straight through. And then, and let me tell you about what happened with Kamal, all these, this mainland. Okay. So I decided, I said, I originally was trying to get a picture of Kamal originally when they started talking about him losing his job, right?
Yeah, he was sitting there. The cameraman was in the way. Yep.
I'm like, why? And he wouldn't move, like he didn't read the room. So I said, okay. But when Jedediah went up there, I said, let my camera face this podium and the people in the back because I wanted to get Kamal's reaction. And I don't know. And next thing I know, it went crazy.
Okay. So here, just so we can build up to it. What was it like in the room? Because we were watching it, and I know what I thought was going on, but you were there, and I was watching your stream. So was it pretty much? It seemed like she was antagonizing, poking the bear the whole night. Is that fair?
I would say she was, but I felt like she was trying to get out her last words.
Okay, but her last words were poking the bear. Like after every failed motion, I got to give you a little sermonette. Every time something don't go my way, I got to educate you. and such like that. So I thought, now granted, it is par for her course, but it just seemed like a little above and beyond. Every time something failed. Now let me tell you, see, we could have did this 90 days ago. This is
Yes.
why they ain't got no insurance. It was just like, ma'am, just be quiet and let it go. But go ahead.
She's another person who doesn't read the room, right? Because really, she does that all the time. So it's kind of like, oh, we know she's gonna do this, and we know she's gonna have to get her point out. So it was just like, it's just normal. You know what I'm saying? He
For
didn't
sure.
think that nothing different.
Okay,
But
so the meeting is going on.
mhm.
Motions are, motions are failing. Some are being passed, so on
Mhm.
and so forth. Things are going okay. They're going okay.
Mhm.
Somehow or another, I don't know. Did y'all get like an extra shipment of Energizer batteries?
You know, I
Because
think so. I think
because
so.
somebody put one in the back of that lawyer and he came alive. I'm like, I didn't know the dude talked.
I
I
didn't
didn't know he
either.
spoke. I'm like, and he
I was
actually was
like,
pretty good.
yeah, I was like, is he talking? And I wanted to make the screen bigger. Like, is he talking? Is his
I
mouth
think I heard you
moving?
say it. I think you might have said it too. I know I said it. Like, wait, is he talking? What's going on here?
Yes.
And dare I say, he was setting her straight.
Yes, he was.
He was giving her. Now, granted, it was embarrassing to watch her argue with him, which is
Mm-hmm.
like I'm a pre-K law student. I recognize I don't know what I'm talking about. Ma'am,
Yes.
you just go ahead and just tap on out of here. She gonna still argue with the man. So things
I
are moving along. The
Let
lawyer.
me say this about the
Go ahead.
attorney. I think the attorney just got fed up
Oh,
because
we've
he
said all that.
knows. Yeah, I think he knows, and he's hearing what's going on in Dalton and these FBI. He say he's not going to lose his law license for this girl.
Mm-mm.
So
And
I
he
think.
just knows. He realizes, look, I'm one day closer to the end. I'm one day
Mhm.
closer to the end.
Yes.
So things are going on. Everything's happening. There
Mhm.
was a young woman that was going back and forth after the whole. I don't know who. I didn't catch her name. Do you know who it was? She's a black woman.
I
She's
know I saw her. I don't know. I don't know if she was a Tiffany supporter or
She's a
what.
Tiffany supporter, and she was kind of going at it with Stephanie and
Yes.
Carmen. I
Yes.
don't. To me, she kind of really helped turn the corner onto crazy Boulevard. And
I
no,
don't
you
think
don't feel
so.
like that? Okay.
No, I don't think so. I think that was to be expected because it's happened before where somebody who's a pro Tiffany has done that before. So it's kind of like, oh, okay,
Gotcha. Okay, that's
next.
fair. That's fair. All right. So then they go to closed session.
And let me say something before we go further.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Normally, when it's closed session, everybody leaves. Nobody stays for after closed session.
Right, but the comments were moved.
Yes.
So I
And
think I agree with you. I think the comments were moved, and that's why people wanted to hang around.
I think, I don't know. I really think because I was eavesdropping in the crowd. I be parking lot pimping.
Come on now.
They wanted to hear those two people getting fired. That's what all of
Oh,
them was waiting on. That's what they kept yelling out.
got you. Okay.
So that's what that
Okay.
was about.
So they go to closed session.
Mhm.
They come back,
And it was
and
quick.
it was very quick. And I noticed that Tiffany's demeanor really went. The professionalism went out the door. Professionalism left the chat. Any attempt to be professional left the chat
Okay.
because once they motion that these people be fired, she kept signifying and adding commentary to it. It was very immature, extremely immature.
Definitely.
And to me, that should have been the bellwether that this is about to go south.
Yes.
I think that would be it was at this moment that they knew it was going to go crazy. Do you feel like the energy, the mindset or the collective of the audience was also going in that direction, or do you think it was a surprise?
I think all this was a surprise. I think everybody was just as normal as they normally are. It was just
Normal as you normally are.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think that when you deal with trauma sometimes, it just becomes
Right.
normalcy.
Right. All right. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Because you were pretty close.
I know, right?
You were pretty close. All right. Jedediah, he does his thing. He calls her a B and he walks up. But why did he come back?
He was sitting he walked
He walked up to after he got done on the microphone. He walks up north, up toward the trustees table, and then he stopped and turned around. Did you
I
hear
didn't
what?
see all that.
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me give you
Okay.
girl, don't make me pull up your video and then play your video.
I was like, for real?
Yeah, we literally just watched it.
Oh, okay. I had
Okay,
ABC.
so
Go
no,
ahead, I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. It's perfectly fine. Okay, this is something I noticed. Let me pull it in. Okay, I don't like the way that looks. All right, right here. Okay, at this current moment, Jedediah is sitting right here at this table.
Mm-hmm.
You see him? I thought he was talking to Keith Price,
yes.
but he's not. Demarcus Quigley is standing behind your friend, the cameraman,
Yes.
and it looks like they're bantering back and forth.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. I did see that one. I thought you said the trustees. They just
Well, I
sit
mean,
in the back of the room.
when he's walking up toward that table, and then he turns around. I don't think he was like going up there to bum rush him or anything, but he was just walking up in that direction.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I can honestly tell you that I was confused by that whole situation.
Yeah, there was a lot of confusion. You want to watch it again, or you already
We can watch. I didn't see it the first time because listen, dear world Christian, when the fight was going, let me just put my hand. I had the camera this way, this way, and my head was this way, and I was just screaming. I didn't even watch the whole thing.
It's a fight.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I don't know what I would do in that situation either, especially all these live stream. Look, Dalton is the new Thornton rather is the new Hollywood because everybody got a camera. So I'm making a motion that everybody upgrades their cameras. Okay, that's my goal. All right,
definitely. Okay.
One in the chat where you can hear. Okay, so there's Lavelle.
Yes.
Now he was not in the pocket beforehand.
No.
Okay, so I'm just like, I was like, something. The more I look at it, I see those little problems here. Okay, let's go.
Excuse me, my bad, got my distract. All right,
so again, just being a problem-solving person, I'm wondering why is DeMarcus Quigley leaning over here when him and Jedediah were just having words, and why is Lavelle like literally right behind him?
Well, Lavelle, I noticed while they was there, Lavelle had always been had his back.
Okay,
Jedediah's back.
No, I'm just saying, like, what do they know at this moment before the melee starts? What do they know? Because it seems very interesting how this room is set up at the moment. Because Lavelle is literally between Kamal and DeMarcus Quigley. At any moment, he can bolt to the right. He can run behind him. He's right there between both of them. What do you already know? This is if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Failed business venture. Your restaurant was deemed nasty. And it's
I done heard this
proven
many
while
times.
you're talking about education, we can't even verify yours. Really?
Every time he says something, I see him Quigley looking back at Kamal.
Yeah.
And I also notice that Keith Price ain't moving. Keith Price is not fazed by it. Like he's in a whole nother place. So I don't know why that is, but
I said, look at DeMarcus. He turned around and said something to Keith Price.
And Keith Price is not moving. Keith Price didn't even get into the fray. Didn't even when the melee is happening. Keith Price is way out of zone.
Oh,
so
he said he ain't gonna lose his job.
He said, "Look, I don't even do nothing."
And so while you've been a half-ass mayor,
it didn't move.
Oh, it didn't move.
No, I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. Is this you?
That's me.
Yeah. So you didn't look up. You didn't look up to him because he walked up past the podium, like 2 or 3 rows, and then turns back around. So I'm like, did they say something? It seemed like Kamal must have said something.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear
That's
anything.
what I'm saying. I didn't either. But just looking. Okay, real quick. Let's finish. So, and something's up. Like, why did the veil move right there? He's still between Quigley and Kamal.
They was having looked like they was about to get into it back there, and they was trying to hold them back.
Well, okay.
There goes Stephanie.
That's you.
Yes. I didn't know what to do. I didn't say call
You just like, look, I
911.
gotta just keep calling it. I just gotta keep calling it. I don't know what I would do either. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna talk smack.
And you see,
Stephanie,
don't pray for me over there by the edge of that TV.
where?
The gray haired man.
I thought you were talking about Jason House.
Oh,
No,
no,
I
he
see
said,
him right there.
Mm.
I don't think Stephanie should have walked down there. I think all of the trustees should have stayed away from that
yes.
fray altogether. Yeah,
There's the one trustee right here.
Yeah, there's Stephanie right there.
No, the other one, the older lady.
Well, Chris Gonzalez is right here.
No, the old lady with the mask on.
Oh, who's she?
Sorry.
You're right here.
I can't remember her name. No disrespect.
I know he's talking about. So there's 3 trustees right here, and this is probably Carmen.
I think that's Carmen right there too.
So there's 4 trustees. Y'all should stay away from that.
You see, he ran up on that table.
He is up on that table.
He broke the TV or is the den up there now?
Yeah. Like there's. I'm sorry, I can't see any Darlene.
That's Darlene right there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great effort. Yes.
Hey, Miss Regina.
Hey now. I can't see how DeMarcus Quigley is not down having a conversation.
And then before you go further, you see the man it's a black jacket and has white on his shoulder. That's Nate's dad.
Yes, right here.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could zoom in and make it bigger.
Nate did.
Really?
Yeah, he said, I'll talk to him outside. I was doing that parking lot pimping again. He said, had something happened to Nate, the Marine, because he was in the Marine. The Marines, the Mason, people from Virginia would have came down out of here. I said, "Oh,
I love it, yo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cara Wilson." She says, "Justice for Alexis Wilson. Been adopted for 43 years. The police killed my child. Do you know Alexis? Alexis was the beginning. Alexis was why we got security. Alexis is why we stopped answering questions. Alexis police execution started it all." Well, grace and peace. Thank you so much, Cara. Thank you so much for the very kind super chat. And we do know about Alexis, and I agree. Hashtag justice for Alexis Wilson. And
definitely.
Yeah. This is okay. Help us understand this, if you don't mind, because I'm an undocumented Thornton resident. Okay.
Yes.
I'm an undocumented Thornton and Dalton resident.
Mm-hmm.
What in the heck is going on? Is this just because? Is it because of Tiffany? Is it because of kids don't know how to write in cursive? What is going on?
You know what? 2 things I want to say about this. Thornton Township is mostly seniors. So a lot of people in that room are seniors, first of all.
Yeah.
And then also, this was a buildup. And what's funny was, I told you I was first in line.
Yeah.
I told the security guy, first he had pissed me off once before, but I like him now.
I'm glad y'all are back to friends. I'm glad y'all are friends.
Yeah, I told him, ain't nobody trying to have no fight up in here. Ain't nobody going to jail. I said, I felt sorry for him.
I literally just said that today. I said, hey, the Dalton meetings have been kind of calm since Lacey has left.
Mm-hmm.
Since Lacey, I was like, you haven't had a lot of, more outbursts and I'm going to shut down the meeting. All that kind of stuff. We haven't had that.
Mm-hmm.
And just today, now we got like literal brawl.
Yes.
And a literal brawl.
And you know what when the church, when they put their finger up, they got something to say. And let's think, I thought was interesting was that one meeting that Tiffany had at the Dalton Rec Center.
Yes.
They had the Cook County Sheriffs up in there. They had the Dalton Police up in there. And I was surprised they did not have the Cook County Sheriff up in there.
Really?
Yes. It was 2 police officers, the one little chubby one and the tall one. They couldn't do nothing with these people. Not with the men.
Right. Ooh. All right. So tell me where you think it's going to happen.
Today or tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow.
First of all, I believe that 3-letter people are watching. And they're going to take Lori Lightfoot's report, dissect it, put more, context, when you do the outline and you had to
sure.
Yes.
Put some meat on the bone for sure.
Yes. And they're going to take that and this right here You about to lose your job.
Then we're all here for it. This is we expected this to happen after the first Lightfoot scenario. After we've expected this to happen. So you're saying the FBI is going to ratchet it up? Because I keep saying like the FBI is aware. Like it's just a matter of when they're going to move, but they're there. So you feel like it's going to happen?
Definitely, and really, I think it's going to happen in the summertime.
Why?
Because that by then she would have been out of both positions, right? So they're going to get all that paperwork, that final tie up some loose ends. They're going to get her on something. They have to get her on something because there's so much financial.
There's a lot of financial shenanigans.
Yes. And let me tell you, I know we're talking about Thornton Township, but this is my humble suggestion about that rink. I was going to do a drive-by on that rink and make a video on it.
Don't worry about it. I got pictures today.
Oh, they did a drive-by?
Yeah, I got pictures of it.
Okay.
I just haven't had time to put it together like I want to. I want to make a little. There's some other people in Dalton that have been sending me pictures because I ask. I'm like, well, show me pictures. Like, what are these streets looking like? What are these trees that they're always cutting look like? And all these businesses. So they like I had somebody go by and take a video of St. Patrick's for me. And yesterday,
I've done that too. Yes.
Yeah. And so they went and did the ice rink. I'm like, look, I need to see those tiles, them $47,000 worth of ice tiles. We need to see them tiles up close. And they look janky though. I'm like, they got cheated.
Yeah, that's how. And that's what I was going to say. That's why I want to do another video on that because that thing did not cost 1.3 million nothing. That looked like just straight concrete.
Yeah, that looked like some creative situation real quick. Can y'all in the chat real quick? Can we just flood the chat with hashtag justice for Alexis Wilson? Her mother blessed the stream with a wonderful $50 super chat. But then also, I think we don't want people to feel like we don't care about them. So since we are all, if you are in the best live chat on the internet and you hit the like button, you are now an undocumented Thornton resident. So therefore, Alexis Wilson is your resident, is your family just as well. So go ahead, please. Just flood it in there. Just do it. Thank you so much. So to your point, I don't think it was $1 million either. I mean, they built a shed. I guess that's where the skates are. And somebody pointed out, like, black folk don't ice skate like that.
And to be honest,
kind of true.
In the next town over, they have a skating rink. They didn't need it in Dalton. I live in Harvey. I don't live in Dalton.
Okay.
So they need to really tear up that whole strip and put those apartments or condos on it.
So, okay. And I love talking to people about this because I don't understand Thornton. It doesn't make sense to me how Thornton, especially the supervisor role, what supervisor does. Why can't y'all get more businesses in there?
Let me say this to you, and this is my humble opinion.
Go ahead.
There is township like Homewood. Look up Homewood. Homewood is part of the Thornton Township
for sure,
and it's so beautiful there. And they have little businesses.
Yeah.
Dalton has businesses.
Okay. And again, I'm what 900 miles away, so I'm just looking from here. I don't think they have enough businesses for what they're trying to do. It just seemed like every time I look around, the pictures that I'm getting and talking to people like yourself and looking, it just seems like they don't have enough infrastructure and business coming in to feed the machine, the beast, which is the township. Am I crazy?
I think the township.
Say I'm crazy. Say I'm crazy. It's okay.
No, I'm sorry. The township and the city of Dalton, Cayman City, these are all separate cities.
For sure.
So I would say that we probably spend our property taxes, maybe about $100 and some go to Thornton Township. And so I don't know why.
I was gonna get a tax refund.
$30.
I mean, really?
Yes. And so that money actually think of this as a public aid service.
Right. That's the part I don't get because, I live here in Georgia. We don't have anything akin to that.
Mhm.
And I'm like, my mother is elderly. My mother is a polio survivor. She's in a wheelchair and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And we have nothing akin to the
Oh,
stuff that y'all talk about. I'm like, paying your light bill. I called my mom, like, Mama, they paying your light bill? Because otherwise I need some money back.
yeah.
No, we have nothing of that kin. Now, of course, there are services if you are, but like an outright, we have entities that will help you in different ways, but not a governmental forward facing situation like that. So
Yeah, and and to be honest, there are other townships that are surrounding the 17 township, as you know, like
for
Bloom
sure.
Township and all that. And that's what they do. Uh, public aid. I
Wow.
shouldn't say that, but that's what they do.
No, you're right. And it just
Aid the
seems very different to, again, how we do it here in the South.
Mhm.
And not mad at them. It just seems, but do you feel like Dalton is moving in a direction? I'm sorry, Thornton is moving in a direction where it will be more, they'll invite more businesses in, and I might be messing it up
You
because
messing it up.
I messed it up. Yeah, I did. So I
Thornton,
was like, wait,
think
I
of
messed
this.
up.
Thornton Township is like how do I put that? Thornton Township is just here. It's just a service. It's a service. They
I
don't
got you.
have their buildings. They provide a service in it. That's all they do. They don't have nothing to bring in business in. That's all I understand. Like, remember
Yeah,
a couple of years ago, she tried to get a soup bar here, and the voters said no
correct.
soup bar. But that was for the aid of the community. They don't do anything with bringing business in. That's
Gotcha.
Dalton and these
That's
other
Dalton. You're
townships.
right.
So, but they'll
Oh,
come and shove your snow.
yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. And cut down your trees.
Good job, your trees.
I'm like, these trees, man, they're like, every time I turn around, y'all chopping trees. Like, what in the world? What are y'all doing?
Like, what the heck? Let me
Right.
ask you a quick question before you go further. And I'm just
Sure.
saying this is a pet peeve of mine right now. What
Sure.
do you think about that $33.5 million that they have not made a payment on in Dalton? Did you see that there's the attorneys just filed some more papers on December 17th? I said, oh, they want their money. They want all of it due now.
They're in trouble. I think now some of it is Tiffany, some of it is trustees, a lot of it is just bad money management on many levels. There's a lot of people who are equally culpable for these things. In my opinion, they need new leadership and 100% transparency.
Yes.
Because and I don't know, like literally live stream every budget meeting so everybody knows that we are not playing games. There's no, like, we were this bad and this is what we're doing to get out of this bad situation. So everybody knows up front, because that's the only way, because otherwise all these people that are in this picture right here in the township or in the city of village of Dalton, they're going to feel like something shady is going on with when Clean House comes in, or with Napoleon Harris or whoever. Just be upfront, be as transparent as possible, and let the people know literally a daily, if it has to be an hour. Some of these people look like they probably want an hourly update on how are you moving this machine, getting it out of this malaise that it's in. That's the only thing that can help.
Yes. And now I don't know if you know Christopher Clark. If Christopher Clark get in there, that fight we saw tonight,
Okay.
everybody going to jail up in there because he don't be playing that. Everybody, you would go to jail and get a ticket, a $500 fine.
And Chris Clark is the
Mayor Harvey.
Mayor.
And he's running against Napoleon Harris.
Okay.
He's an attorney.
Okay. Tell me more. Okay, tell us. Hey, all I know is Napoleon, so that's why I decided.
Yes.
No, I think so, but there has to be there's going to need to be a total reorientation, because at the current moment, this ship is without a rudder and without a sail, and it's just going with the current.
Yep.
And whomever comes in has to be the right kind of person to put a kibosh on this and make sure that if this ever happened again, there will be some people in jail there'd be some major consequences, because if
Mhm.
they don't get any consequences for this has got to be the most egregious.
I still got a headache just thinking about that fight.
Man, and I'm just glad, thankfully, that you were not shoved into it, or you didn't decide to come in there, get a little trip Tiffany or something. Oh, that would have been the
Hey,
best.
dear well Christian, I been saw Tamar Braxton and her sister once. It was on the Braxton, and she had went to jail on a DUI, and she had to take her wig off. I said, I'll never be that girl.
Yeah, you gotta take your wig off. Yeah, you do. That is wild. But no, okay. So you're saying, do you think anybody's gonna get arrested this week?
I think something's gonna happen to somebody because that video is out.
I mean, it's bad. I mean, and mind you, this is just us with our cameras, our phones.
Mhm.
The WGN and Fox and all them, they recorded it too.
Yeah, let me tell you, dear well Christian, they sent me emails trying to get the rights to use that video. They said they had cameramans in there, but they didn't get that view. They said I had the best view.
Say for a small nominal fee.
No, they not. They just, I let them have it. I was like,
at least give me a shout out.
Yeah, they did.
At least push. If you don't have 2,000 subscribers by tomorrow, then they ain't doing nothing wrong. We got look. You got tell them to call your manager.
Okay, I'm here. Mm-hmm.
But
oh, go ahead.
No, this is. I don't actually know where to go. This is such a crazy scene, because I was sitting there like, oh, everything's going well. Like you had a fantastic angle. Like, okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. Everything going right. And just like that, now we over here on the 11 Alive News for the wrong reason.
Yes, for the very wrong reason. And let me say that rule was, she always talk about the Black and the brown communities. First of all, let me tell you this.
You make me sleepy.
Yeah, it's Thornton Township is a mixture of races and cultures.
Yeah.
So that day they all came out today to see this man.
And I will say this. I don't see many. I see a lot of blacks. I see a good number of whites. I don't see a lot of Hispanics and other people groups. And like even at the field house when you all elected for Stephanie, I'm like, I don't see a lot of other people. I know they're there, but I don't see a lot of them. But
okay, so I do like to go talking to the people sometimes.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with talking to the people.
And so there's by near here, there's a Hispanic lady. She opened up a new Nutrisystem something. So I went in and talked to her. I was like, why y'all don't come to the meetings? She said, because they want to come to these meetings. But the problem is they don't have anything. They speak Spanish.
Okay.
So they don't have any way. They don't translate
Yeah.
anything to Spanish they can understand.
Gotcha.
So they don't come out.
Man, well, at this moment, I mean, they can understand lucha libre off the top rope and stuff like that. I mean, they got that part, but yeah. No, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But man, this is so insane.
Yes.
We were all like, I mean, I was on a stream and I'm like, yo, they're fighting, because I had it left open. I left your stream open. I'm like, yo, they're fighting at the township. Like, we gotta pause what we're talking about. Jump over here. I'm like, I cannot believe what I'm watching. They're literally brawling.
I felt like I was in high school again when they fighting. I'm like, oh my God.
Basketball game, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, this is it. This is it right here.
Yes. I'm like, what the world? And you know one thing? I would say one thing I'm happy about, and I'm thank God for, that nobody brought any weapons out.
I was worried about that when Lavelle came back.
Somebody did say somebody had something, but we didn't ever see it.
No, I'm glad none of that happened either. But I'm just like, I'm kind of surprised as well. But thankful that it didn't go that way, because that's definitely, oh my gosh. That would be such a blight on what you all are trying to do there.
Yes. Because I'm just saying, I'll call myself trying to park in the back. I was like, oh, I'm the only one back here. I was waiting for her to come out that door.
I saw you. Okay, I have to admit, I was on your stream and I did not think she was going to come.
She eventually left like 50. I wanted to go give me a sub ring and come.
No, show up initially. Like to start, I just didn't think she was gonna show up. I'm like, oh, she's not coming. Oh, she's not. I was literally typing like, oh, she's not. Wait, she just walked in there. Oh man.
She definitely was coming. She likes to shine, baby. And she gonna be at that Monday meeting at Dalton. She likes to shine. I'm just saying.
I hope not.
Just saying. She got fixed herself up just to come and fight. And let me tell you something. If you listen to my video, I didn't put the girl face on the video though, but you can hear her talking in the video. And she was saying, this Kamal, she does not know. She told me Kamal been married 3 times. And she said, I'm telling y'all, just dropping the tea. Make sure you hit his like, subscribe, and his super chat and all that, because we dropping the tea tonight, baby.
What do you go ahead? What happened?
And she said,
been married 3 times. Good gracious, man.
3 times. And she said that Tiffany, he said you should see the other wives. They bosses. She said they don't look nothing like her. And she said she's shocked. And she told me, if you listen to the video, so you can't say I'm lying.
No,
She said Kamal, when she went away to college, Kamal wrote her a letter of recommendation for college. And
for Tiffany?
Not for Tiffany, for this young girl. This girl, I'm sorry,
okay,
not Tiffany. We don't know if she graduated or not, so we can't even go there with that one.
Right.
And because I went snooping on his page one day, and he left it all open. And you can still see his family. He has a beautiful family. Kids and a nice house. He living in a motel or something. Yeah, she said this person right here, she does not know.
Because we've had this discussion before. Like, what is the hooju muju that she has over? Because you notice there's a lot of men that support her, and they're men of ill character. And it's like, what is it about? Like, what does she have over them? And we put it together. They can't be hired anywhere else. They're not hireable elsewhere. And so this is their gravy train. So that's why. But you sound like you're about to disagree. So go ahead.
I don't think that's it.
Okay.
I think that she really tries to help people, to be honest. I think that. But I also, I be talking to the people. So I was at the boat on New Year's Eve, and I was helping, taking pictures of the people for them with their cameras. And I asked this couple, I said, y'all live in, where y'all live? They said they live in Calumet City. And the husband said, oh, I love me some Tiffany Henyard. And the wife said, I never knew that. And he repeated again. And I was like,
they got marital disputes now.
Yeah, but even last night, the man in the wheelchair, he said he loved Tiffany. He don't like what she's doing, but he love her. A lot of men love her.
On what grounds, though?
I guess you think like a man.
I am a man. I totally understand that part, but that's in the words of Sherelle, everything I miss at home. No, it's not of the things I'm missing at home.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I've seen better.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
I just can't see that one being somebody got somebody's nose wide open. But I guess they gotta do what they gotta do.
It's all about the money, baby.
Man, that's craziness. All right. So what do you think is gonna happen to Tiffany?
I was talking to someone today. They said they may have to fire her because it says something in the law that she shouldn't be in a fight like this. And first of all, they just got their insurance.
Literally, you just got your insurance. An insurance agent is sitting there like, wait, what?
Ooh, they got canceled tonight.
Really? Okay, so she's gonna get fired. Like, what do you think is gonna end up 2 months from now, 3 months from now? Where's Tiffany gonna be? Besides where we hope that she probably will be. But what do you got?
I think that she's going to still try to get some part of that township job. Yeah. She's going to still be trying to keep politicking and pushing for that.
For sure.
I think she's not going to leave the area. I don't think that at all.
Really? Look, we don't want her here in Georgia, that's for sure. But I would have thought she would have tried to get away. But okay. So you're saying no.
Oh, she's too vain for that. She too, what they say, narcissistic for that.
For sure.
She's still the first this and first that. She ain't going nowhere.
Even with, okay. I'm thinking, okay, I got
Unless
you.
the people come and get her. She's not going nowhere. Her
All right, you
family's
said
here.
less the people come and get her. So that was gonna be my next question. What do you think? But you said by the summer.
By the summer.
Okay.
I got money on it. Before the end of the summer, y'all gonna see something. And listen, I don't care what I got going on in my life. I'm gonna be at that courthouse. I'm just saying.
But see, y'all in Chicago up there, y'all don't have cameras in there. See, we have cameras in ours.
I
Can you
know.
imagine? Can you imagine if they had cameras in your courtrooms?
Mhm.
Ooh, oh my word.
But she probably go to the federal. She's not gonna. I mean, allegedly.
Yeah, Fed doesn't have what you call in theirs either. You're right.
No.
Cameras in their courtrooms, but that would be bananas.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all get here? How did we get here?
And I'm disappointed that she ran her narrow behind up and tried to fight some men. What is wrong with you?
I think she's been showing us for the time that I've been watching. I've been talking about Dalton for about a year and a half, maybe even 2 years since the Vegas trip. So what's that, about a year and a half? That was my first foray into Dalton insanity. But we've seen uncouthness, unladylike behavior from her from the beginning. And I think that one of the major parts is that mouth, that talking, that antagonistic thing that she does, that's been there from the word go. So and if you ever watch high school kids when they get into it, it's very akin to high schoolers. Like and high school girls don't know how to stop. They don't know how to stop. And so I'm not surprised. I'm not. Again, I'm not surprised she kicked her shoes off. If she had thrown her wig off, I'd have been like, I expected that. I still was a little bit surprised, but I'm glad she kept her wig on because then we could see that little yellow hair flying around, so we knew where she was, kind of help follow her. But no, I mean, why would we expect something different? What about her would have told you that she wouldn't have jumped into the fight?
And for my humble opinion is, I know you want to fight for your man, but I think most important, my child, my kids.
I cannot imagine my wife wanting to jump. If I was in a scrap, and let's say me and my brother are fighting against 2 other people, I just can't imagine my wife wanting to jump into it. I just can't imagine that. Nor my daughters, for crying out loud. I can't see them. They'll be like, all right, no, Dad told y'all, if he put his hands on you, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, there's your problem. He told y'all. He told you. But I can't imagine them saying, "Oh, I have to jump in there and be a part of this foray with my dad, this melee with my husband." I can't imagine that. Like, what are you thinking?
And something in my soul says that she knew that something like this would happen tonight.
We think I thought it was a setup. I ain't gonna lie, but somebody clarified it. Because I thought it was a setup to ruin the end of the meeting without being adjourned.
Yeah.
But Paul explained, and somebody else also added in that no, that's not enough. That's not it. So because I was thinking that's what they were doing. Now I do think that it was, we're gonna jump Jedediah, which still just seems crazy to me to say it out loud. But go ahead.
Man, that whole when I close my eyes and relive that moment when Kamal gets out that seat. Had Kamal not gotten out that seat, they wouldn't have gotten into it. Now Krigley probably did something, but Kamal, he never moved out that seat.
Right.
And before there was been a time when he was about to get into it, and this girl, she pushed him back and said, "No, you stay out of it. You stay out of it."
Yep. And nobody was there to defend him.
And what's funny was when it was over, I'm steady videotaping. I said, "Oh, that's a nice car." And then I said, "Oh, that's my son. He coming all the way from Indiana to come and get me. Tell me it's time to go home." I said, "I'll see you later."
Wait, how far is Indiana from you? I mean, how far was your son from?
He's about 30 minutes from me.
Girl, your son did not drive over there because of this fight. Girl, shout out to your son. He said, "Look, I'm about to get in here. My mom is out here trying to be anchor woman. Let me get her on up out of here."
Yeah, because he always told me. Yeah, he told me. He said he wanted me to stop going to these meetings. He said, "I hate to have to come up in this meeting now." I said, "Boy, ain't nothing gonna happen." And then he was watching. Guess he was watching you. And then he saw
Your
a
son
fight.
was watching and said, I could go get my crazy mama.
Yeah.
No, don't do it. No. He did not drive. He was hot-tailing over there to get you out of. Why are you
got that quit?
Why are you stressing that boy out like that?
I didn't know that was gonna happen like that. And look, and then
He told you to stay out of these meetings.
Yeah, he told me to stay out the meeting like over the summer. He told me to stop doing that. He said, I hate to have to get down with these people. I said, nah, ain't nothing gonna happen up in here. These are grown old people.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That is hilarious. Shout out to your son. He said, look, let me go get mama up out of this craziness. That I'm sorry. That's gonna live in my mind as the best. See, there we go, Chicago Box. I'm loving that. He said, let me go rescue my mom.
You know me. I don't. You know, you're supposed to go away from the fire. I'm gonna go to the fire and go see.
It's a fight. It's a fight. It's a fight. I said, you keep saying it's a fight. It's a fight. It's a fight.
It's a fight. And everybody just running towards it. I'm like, what are you doing, girl?
That's the question we was asking.
Hey, listen, as long as I had a camera facing that direction, I turned to look. I saw Quigley on that table. I turned back around.
I just want to know how he got on that doggone table, and I want to know. I want somebody else showing me Tiffany bolting across the floor, because the news has the picture of her shoving the table out of the way. Well, you might have saw that. Let me pull that in. The news has the video of her shoving the table, running in, so you see it happening. So it's going to be hard for her to say that she was in the right. Is this it right here?
What do you think Kwame Raoul going to say about this? The AG. Oh, you muted.
Something.
Oh.
It's going to be hard for him to let this slide, because everybody's watching. Everybody saw it. There's going to be a level of outrage that's comes because of this. And they're going to be like, yo, the mayor was in a melee. Here, let me show you this real quick. All right. I think this is right.
This looks crazy.
Serious injuries or arrests in this incident, but there was real fear and disbelief in that room as divisions within Thornton Township government exploded into violence.
Oh, wait, they don't show it. Turn it.
It happened during public comment, fists flying in a moment of chaos that residents described as disgraceful.
That should never happen.
That guy got shoved down.
He did?
I think so,
I just
yes.
couldn't believe that it came to that.
Moments earlier, activist Jedediah Brown had called Supervisor Tiffany Henyard an expletive, and when he appeared to walk
Okay,
toward
see,
her,
walking up.
supporters jumped in. The result, an all-out brawl that
Look at Lavelle.
Henyard herself.
It was one thing when the guys were fighting, but when she jumped in it, I was just taken aback. I was floored.
She jumped in. She hit her head on the table. So I don't know. She might be injured.
Brown was carried out by security and police were called, but it wasn't over. It took several minutes for tempers to finally cool. Before the fight, there was plenty of verbal sparring. At this first meeting since trustee Stephanie Wiedemann was selected to fill a vacancy on the board at a meeting last week of township electors, ending a political standoff over the position that led to a government shutdown. With Wiedemann, the board finally able to approve the township's tax levy ordinance and insurance, ending the shutdown.
The township will be reopened tomorrow. We will go back to operating our vehicles. All our buses will be out and running.
The board also defying Henyard, voting to put on leave with pay 2 of her associates and to hire independent auditors to probe their work.
That ain't right.
But the abrupt, violent end to the evening leaving residents upset. This meeting to do the people's work marred by ugliness. Messages left for South Howland police were not returned. We also spoke with Henyard's attorney, who had no comment tonight, but said he might have a statement later.
Watch breaking news. His statement is going to be, y'all crazy people. I'm done with y'all. That's his statement. Okay, I did find
this is over.
I found the one of her shoving the table.
Okay.
And you can see it pretty clear and demonstratively. All right. What am I doing? There we go. Let's go. All right, here it comes.
Okay.
We begin with breaking news. A fist fight breaks out at Tiffany Henyard's Thornton Township meeting tonight, and witnesses say Henyard herself jumped onto the pile.
Yeah, so take a look at this. Videos all over social media tonight. It happened as a community activist and frequent Henyard critic was speaking. He apparently insulted Henyard, calling her a name. That's when a witness says Henyard's boyfriend confronted him. That's when the chaos ensued. The witness says Henyard pushed her table out of the way, ran to the back of the room to join in. Police are there. We're going to keep you updated.
I need a slow motion on that one. I went kind of fast, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna slow it down.
Okay.
All right, let's go 50%. All right, let's go back.
We begin with.
All right, I don't want to insult the way they sound. They sound crazy when you slow them down like that. Now, I do think it's interesting. They use Tiffany's name and say like Tiffany Henyard, South Holland, or Tiffany Henyard, Thornton Township, rather. Okay, here comes. Watch. Okay, you see her stand up, right?
Yes.
All right, watch her shove the table. She kicks off her shoes and shoves the table. Look at it.
Dear.
I'm sorry. That's going to be real hard for her to justify that behavior.
That little self.
Yeah, like there's no reason for it. There's no reason for it at all. What does Wesley say real quick before we go again? It's been crazy watching what's going on out there. It's great. I'm sorry. It is great to a resident who represents the civil mindset of the residents. Thank you. And thank you so much for the $5 super. Yes, it is great to have D-Love. Real quick, tell us again the name of your channel so everybody can make sure they follow it, or you can tap it in the chat as well.
Oh, okay. I done made the screen big. It's No Apologies, Just Me.
Do I have it? Let me see. Wait, I might have it too.
Okay, good. Because I done made the news was like, send us the link. I said, the what?
The link.
Give me the
Going
link.
Out here getting your son got to come rescue you.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, let me finish. Let me grab your link real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Right here. I'm dropping it in the chat for y'all. Go check out No Apologies, Just Me. There you go. All right, now let's bring this back in so we can finish this up. Okay, so you see, let me back up a little smidgen again. So you see Tiffany?
I see it right there.
So Kamal, I'm trying to say, like, what happened? What did Kamal say that made Jedediah turn around? And now subsequently, now Tiffany's responding. So here we go. Let's watch again.
I think he jumped up and he said, come on.
And she is gone. Oh, she's in it. She is in the.
She got past me.
She is in the mix.
And look at all them singers in that crowd.
And they looking like, what in the world are y'all crazy people doing?
Wow. And look at the attorney. He ain't moved.
He said, look, I ain't getting disbarred for y'all crazy butts.
I said she must have been doodling over there. I wanted to take a picture of her doing that.
Yeah, that is the craziest thing.
Oh, he was going back to his seat.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like he was walking up there, then he stopped and turned. I'm like, did Kamal say something like, yell at him or something? That's okay. It's your son saying, why are you still online?
Yeah.
So I was just trying to figure out, like, did Kamal say something that caused him to turn around? Because otherwise, he seemed like he was focused on going back to his seat.
Yeah, Kamal stood up, and once he stood up, that's when everything went crazy.
But it was behind him, so he didn't see him.
But he must have heard him.
That's why I was wondering, did he say something?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Nobody went to jail. That's the part.
Nobody went to jail. Hey, nobody went to jail. I think that after today, now they talking about filing a civil rights claim. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
They're going to civil right on them? Okay.
It's something they're trying to find some class action lawsuit against them. So they had to go. Yeah, that's what they was talking about in the parking lot. I said,
Yeah, this is wild.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So is there any other tea, any other lattes, any other things that we need to know about to prepare ourselves for the rest of the shenanigans?
I think that we have hit the high of the highest today. Lightfoot didn't do nothing.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. I don't think it was as good as I wanted it to be. I really wanted it to be a very clear. I wanted just receipts. I didn't need all that history that she gave in the beginning. She could have said.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me give me 2 seconds.
No problem. So I was just saying that, and shout out to everybody. I got no apologies, just me on. She is a Dalton resident. I'm sorry, Dalton, a Thornton resident. And she was there at the now infamous Thornton Township Throwdown. And she has some good insights, I'm dropping her link to her channel. So go check her out. Go over there and like her channel. Go and subscribe. Give her a little green heart. Let her know that you came from the best live chat on the internet.
Sorry, y'all. I ain't even tell nobody where I went today. So
your son probably get you in trouble. What up, FBI? All right. So I don't think that Lori Lightfoot's report was as helpful as I wanted it to be.
No.
Is that fair? What did you think?
I think it wasn't as helpful, but I think it gave context to the residents. You know what I'm saying? It helped the residents. So if it helped the residents for some context, and to help them see what they have to work towards or work out of. But they don't even, all that stuff they didn't know.
Right. That's a good point, though. I mean, this definitely took the air out of the Lightfoot report. It's been overshadowed for sure. So now, yeah, the criminal contempt, like what? Like she should be a criminal tonight. No, I agree with him. Do you think anything's going to come of that Lightfoot report? Is there going to be any remedy or anything that changes or happens after that?
I don't. Did you get a copy of the?
I have a copy. Yeah.
Okay, Lori Lightfoot report.
Yep.
Do I think something's going to come after it? No.
Really? Nothing?
I don't think much is going to come from, because all that's been done is done, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. Or just maybe some new checks and balances, some new ways of ensuring that it doesn't happen again.
Definitely.
But, I agree with you. That's pretty wild, though.
Now, and what I want you to check out when you get a chance, and I'll just say this, for Thornton Township, look, you can Google, it's Googleable too. Look at the 2023 and 2024 budget for Thornton Township.
Okay.
And you want to see it is so like broken down and everything. Now go look at the 24-25 that they're trying to pass. It's all like condensed together. You can't tell who's getting paid for what and where the money's coming from.
That's why I was wondering why they didn't approve the budget. And I figured it had to have been some kind of shenanigans with it. So why did who did the budget? This one in comparison to the last one?
We got to ask Robert, so we don't know.
I got you. Well, I need you to go. We need you to get out there. Stay out of the fight club though. We don't need your son hightailing it over from Indiana again.
Okay.
But we need you to get us this tea. We need this information.
I am. And let me tell you, Nate Fields is the one who got for Thornton Township who got kicked off the ballot.
Yep.
He's on the ballot.
Yep.
And he said he's ready to do interviews. So hit him up.
Say less. Let's go.
Yes.
Nate Fields, where you at, brother? Come on, let's talk.
Okay, he gave me his number tonight. So let's connect.
Well, here, I'll send you my number.
Okay.
You see the private chat on the side?
Oh, hold on. I done made the screen so big I can't see like that.
Okay. Wow, you're so wild. But no, that was good. I am so glad that first of all, that you were there. I'm also glad that you're safe. Because it was looking, y'all was running to the fight though. I'm gonna have to say that. Some of y'all people, I just sent it to you in the private chat right there. I'm over here expecting y'all to be like running away from it. Y'all over here, cameras in hand.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop. That's why your son came and get you.
And I was telling my sister, because she lives in Florida, she's like, "Are you okay?" She was watching your channel too. I said, "Yeah."
Shout out to your sister and your son. Well, you raising them right.
Okay.
You're raising them right.
Too funny. But I was telling her, sorry, my mind gonna do one thing at a time. I was telling her, I remember like when I was in high school, the youngness in you, right?
Yeah, right, for sure.
They said world star. And
wow.
And in high school, there was a crowd of people. And then I'm following the crowd. And next thing somebody go pow, pow, pow. I'm like, oh, I fell on the floor. I'm like, well, that's what you get for following the crowd.
See, and you ain't learned.
Ain't learned yet.
You still ain't learned.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Well, D-Love, thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Wolf, for having me on your show. I didn't know it was going to be this soon.
Oh, there we go. You emailed me yesterday. See, we got to get. Hey, look, management be on it over here. Management be on it.
Mm-hmm. And and once you go to the clank, 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 hey, I got you.
If you don't get me I want now that you can follow them. I want drone footage. Put some spy cameras. I want it all. I want the perp walk. I want everything. Look, and if you end up going to jail, we're gonna bail you out.
Okay, cool.
We got you covered. I did, by the way, I did drop my email in here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, y'all can definitely email management. I'm going to go ahead and drop your link again right here. So everybody, please go check out No Apologies, Just Me, and give her some love. She's been doing great work up there in the Thornton, Dalton area. I ran into you last week because you were doing finding that billboard. And you're like, what do they think? I wonder what those women think, seeing the woman that they're on the slate with jumping into a melee.
And one of them was there. The lady with the transportation lady, she was there.
You're right. Yep.
I ain't gonna tell you what I think about it, but
we can say that. You can call me offline. We can talk
tell
about
you
that.
Seriously. They probably. I don't think they really. I think they probably said they picking on her.
Really?
Yeah, they picking on her.
Well, she was kicking on them, so there we go. There we go. 6 in one hand, half dozen in another.
So we're gonna see what Monday's gonna bring when she has the adults and will she make it there? That's gonna be the question. And I put money on it. The Cook County Sheriff is gonna be there for that meeting.
Oh, that's gonna be there's no question about it. If she's allowed to not be in jail, which I think is just a grace, then I think Cook County Sheriff will be there for sure. No question. No doubt there. So that's the next thing. It's Monday.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you very last thing. Did you watch it? What did you think about the interview on WVON?
Which one?
Her interview.
I said, she with homegirl. This a homegirl or what?
Yeah. Because this is the thing I just find so peculiar. And the more you listen to people, when you become a student of them, you hear certain things. And as a former classroom teacher, I know of teachers that were never prepared to teach. And they would silently be praying for like a fire drill or a lockdown or emergency school assembly or surprise assembly, whatever like that. They were never prepared. And they were always looking for something to keep them from having to teach, be in the classroom doing the job. And she always says stuff. And I'm like, she don't have it, because she always says, I'm going to give you these receipts in the future. And it sounds like the teacher, she doesn't say exactly in those words, but it sounds like those teachers I know that would be like, oh yeah, I got my lesson plans. They're in my classroom. I'll bring them to you at the end of the day. Or yeah, I got my lesson plans. I'll email them to you. They would never be emailed. They would never be brought to them. And I'm like, this is exactly what she's doing. So when she told Cleopatra, like, oh, I got these, I got the receipts. I got proof. And Cleopatra just let her lie to her. I'm sorry. There's no other way around it. When she said that she had her people do the research on the $47,000 that was spent on Amazon, and it was for the ice. Now, we lost our mind over here because we were like, ice? We was losing our minds. Like, come on, man. We did find out it was the ice tiles. So, okay, I got you there. But the thing that Cleopatra didn't ask was the most obvious question. Who bought the ice tiles? Because you had whoever was Michael Smith or somebody else researching. Well, where's the evidence? Where did they find? Because somebody pushed the button to buy the $47,000 worth of ice tiles. Who bought it? We know that's fine what they bought, but who bought it? There is the problem. And she never let she never pushed back. So,
but you see, Lori Lightfoot said they couldn't figure out it was received, but they don't know who has it. I say they refunded that back to Amazon and got that money.
Now, because if I'm not mistaken, the picture that I saw today, I don't see those tiles on the ground. So
they wouldn't be. They wouldn't be. It's not that cold here right now.
No, so so what they are is they're these they're like tiles that you would put in a gym. Okay. And they're supposed to make like this artificial ice surface. You put them all together. But the pictures I saw don't have them there. It's just concrete. So it's very possible that they maybe did refund them. And the 47 went another way.
So when did they buy that concrete? I mean, when did they buy them tiles?
I don't know. It was last year, but I saw a picture of it today. I saw a picture of the skating rink today. And those tiles aren't there.
I don't think it, and somebody got to verify. I don't think them tiles ever been put down because they were roller skating on it.
Roller skating. That's what I thought. I'd never seen ice skating.
Oh yes, you know what? Never ice skating, but they did it for Valentine's last year.
They did ice skating?
No, they had little tents, little love tents for Valentine's Day. They had a little chef in there.
But did they have skates on?
They had ice on the ground. They had ice on it. Looked like it was ice on the floor. You gotta find a video for February 14th of last year in Dalton with that ice skating rink.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just those little nuances that you pick up. Like, she's not being honest. Like, you're not being honest. You're not being straightforward. And again, Cleopatra Draper didn't do a good job of pushing back on some of those very interesting questions. Now, let me also say that David Seaton, when he had Stephanie and Kiana on, he was fanboying and such like that. I think he could have pushed a little bit and asked a little bit more harder hitting questions, but they were good. They were good. No question about it. But so I'm just trying to be.
But I was glad. I mean, he didn't do the homeboy kind of conversations, right? So I was appreciate that we just had a adult conversation and not like this is a game. And actually, David Seaton, I was reviewing with my people. We was reviewing his interview, and he came onto the show. And
I love it.
But one thing I appreciate about him, he gave respect back to WVON because Cleo made them lose it.
Nobody was feeling Cleo. Nobody was feeling WVON.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's the voice of the nation. It's the voice of the people. And it's been around so many years.
WVON. What were they before?
It's always been WVON.
WVON. I don't tell people this.
AM.
I'm from Aurora.
Oh, are you?
I don't tell people. I mention it every now and then, but I don't talk about it much because I feel like I'm Southern. But I don't remember WVON as a child. Okay, let's go.
They sponsor the Billiken Day Parade every year.
Interesting. Okay,
it's big in the community.
No, I ain't mad, but definitely we were not feeling WVON after what's called interview. And again, David, I felt like did a much better job, and at least did some of the research.
Yes,
because this is something else I noticed. Tiffany Henyard does really well with people who don't do research.
Yes.
Go back and look at the Roland Martin interview. Go back and look at, of course, this one right here. If you also look at that WGN video, when WGN initially, right after the Las Vegas trip, I forgot the newscaster that caught her in Village Hall and asked her about the trip, and she's like, I don't know nothing about it. He said, well, you didn't go to Vegas? Said, well, not on their money.
Yeah.
Remember? And he actually knew, he was prepared, and you saw her panic. You saw her any more questions? He said, well, yeah, ask a question. Well, do you have any other questions? When people are prepared, she panics. She does not do well. But when somebody's unprepared, Roland Martin, somebody's not prepared, Cleopatra Draper, she does excellent because she's just going to steamroll over you and tell you crazy stuff like the Jason Whitaker Foundation is not mine. Like, oh, it's got your name on it. Well, yeah, a friend of mine started it because they really like what I do. What? It doesn't even make sense.
That sounds crazy. You know, Cleopatra, and if I heard it correctly, she said she was a teacher.
She gave her bio in the beginning, I don't remember her saying that she was a teacher, but
Okay.
that doesn't mean anything. That just means I don't remember it. And I also don't remember what I ate for dinner this morning. I mean, this evening. So there's a trend there.
Yes. And did you see that video of her? That's what killed me when she was running, picking up the signs out the yard. I said, girl, don't you know people can see you?
That's some stuff right there.
Yes.
All right. Get out of here.
Okay.
No apologies. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Let me, y'all, real quick. Y'all make sure, do me a favor. I just dropped her link again. No apologies, just me. Can y'all please go over, check out her channel? Now I think I'm feeling good. I'm putting my hat on it that she's going to earn your subscription. So just go on over there real quick. Go on and subscribe and leave her a green heart. Let her know that you came from the best live chat on the internet, and then let her know we appreciate you. And then that way you can stay in touch when she driving around watching for the Tiffany Henyard perp walk.
And you know, the people kind of ride me for pulling on the side of that expressway to take that picture, but I had to go get that picture.
Look, I'm with your son. Girl, you out here. You out here.
Thank you.
Hey, you got it. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Now. Grace
Talk to
and
you
peace.
soon. Bye-bye.
All right, good people. Y'all. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I want to say thank you to all of you all that tapped in tonight. This was crazy. This has got to be. Wait, you don't need to see it again, right? Look, I don't watch that fight enough. Oh my gosh, that was the craziest thing, man. Yeah, that has got to be. I've never seen anything like that, and I never would have expected that we would have seen that tonight. There's no way. I would never expected that to happen. But what I do expect is that you all are the best live chat on the internet. I want to say thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I do this channel because I like to give social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective. I've been really interested in what's going on in Dalton, Illinois, because it's just it's such an interesting story to me. So I appreciate y'all tapping in and hanging out with me and such like that. Thank y'all so much for making my guests, Paul and Jennifer, feel welcome. Thank you so much for no apologies, just me stopping through, and you all really made them feel welcome. And I want to say thank y'all so much. And I do want to say thank you again to Lady Cara for this wonderful super chat. And I do want to again say that I agree with you 100% and definitely want to see justice for Alexis Wilson. So thank you so much for that super chat as well. And everybody, I want to say appreciate y'all for your support. Thank you so much for tapping in with me. Thank you for helping me hit my goal of 50,000 subscribers by the end of April and 100,000 by the end of the year. Wait, you my sister? I appreciate you. Grace and peace to you. I am going to get out of here because I'm starting to see different colors now. But everybody, thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much for helping me hit my goal and just for supporting the channel. I really appreciate y'all. We're going to do this again real soon. So until then, everybody, grace and peace. Take care.
For deal with Christian. Yo, for deal with Christian, smash that bell for DWC. Yo, smash it, just smash it. Hit that like for deal with Christian. For deal with Christian, smash that bell for DWC. Yo, smash it, just smash it. Hit that like for deal with Christian.